Hello friends, welcome back to the new video. And this video I will explain the function of the leaves. Okay, so the function of the leaves, they can be classified into two. First is the primary function. Okay, so what are the primary function? Primary function is the main function. Okay, so here we will cover the main function of the leaves. Okay, and there are some secondary functions also. What do you mean by the secondary function? Secondary function are, these function the leaf will provide in addition to the primary function. Okay, so this is the difference between the primary function, that it is chiefly responsible for this function, they have to perform this, but in addition to primary function there are some additional role also that leaves are playing, and those functions are known as secondary function. Okay, so basically there are four primary function of the roots. Okay, we will talk about them one by one. I will draw the four, okay, four arrows so that it is easier. So the first of most is the protection. Okay, so what the leaves they are doing, they protect the plant from injury and as well as desiccation. Okay, this is the first function of the leaf. The second function of the leaf is that that is the most important process on the plant. Okay, that is the photosynthesis. So we all know that photosynthesis is the process of making food, okay, for the plant. Okay, so the leaves they have the chlorophyll, and due to that it is able to perform the photosynthesis, so that the plant makes its own food. Okay, the next function is the of the leaf is transpiration. Okay, and transpiration is a very important process for the plant because it is required for the ascent of the sap. Okay, so the leaves, they are also responsible for the transpiration process. And the fourth important primary function of the leaf is their role in the gaseous exchange. Okay, so when in which process the gaseous exchange are occurring, during the process of the photosynthesis and respiration. Okay, in these two processes there is a gas exchange. Okay, and which is who is playing the main role here? This is the main function of the leaves. Okay, so these are the four important primary function of the leaf. Okay, protection, photosynthesis, that is making their food, transpiration, and then gaseous exchange. Okay, now let's talk about the secondary function. Okay, so there are five secondary function of the leaves, okay, that they are doing or performing in addition to their primary role. Okay, so the first one we are going to talk about is the storage function. Okay, so the plants in the succulent plants, okay, in the succulent plant the leaf will store the water also. Okay, so this is the first additional or the secondary function of the leaf. The second one is climbing. Okay, so certain plants, they need more light also. Okay, so they will, the leaf will turn into tendril, and then this tendril will help in climbing. Okay, so that they will have access to more sun. Okay, the third additional or secondary function of the leaf is food storage. Okay, so sometime what will happen, there is this the leaf will perform the function of storing the food in the leaf bases, and the example is the onion, in case of onion. Okay, the fourth function is the leaf, sometime they will trap the insect also. Okay, so the fourth function is the trapping of insect. Okay, this is mostly observed in the carnivorous plants. Okay, and the example is the pitcher plant. So in the pitcher plant, the leaf will modify in a way that it the insect will sit on it and it get trapped into it, and the leaf will close. Okay, so it will kind of a form of a trap for the plant. Okay, and the last and very important function, that is the vegetative propagation. Okay, so leaf also provide a valuable source of propagation also, and example is bryophyllum as well as in the begonia. Okay, also they are used for propagating the plants. Okay, so before closing the video, I will just again go through the point quickly, that the function of leaf can be divided into two parts, that is the primary function and the secondary function. The primary functions are again of four. There are four primary functions. First is the protection, second is photosynthesis, then the transpiration, and the gaseous exchange. Okay, these are all very essential process for the survival of the plant. Failure of any of these primary function will lead to the death of the plant. Okay, but in addition to this primary function, the leaf also play the secondary functions or secondary roles also. So they will store the water, they will store the food also, and they can trap the insects also, they help in the climbing also, and as well as provide the mode for the vegetative propagation. I hope this is clear to you, the function of the leaves. Thank you for watching the video.